For those of you who don't know, I said in one of my previous videos that I will watch Evil Dead. Well, I finally watched it. The reason why I haven't watched it before is because here it got released recently, and because I decided that I won't watch those internet copies of the movie because they have bad quality. I had a feeling that I will like this movie, so I choose to wait for it. Anyway, I love this movie. It's great and it didn't disappoint me. First of all, it's a modern horror movie that didn't use CGI. Yeah, I don't like it if movies overuse CGI effects, because it simply doesn't look convincing most of the time. This is the reason why I have mixed feelings with the movie Mama. I like the story, the child actors are amazing in the movie, but as soon as Mama appeared in her CGI glory, I simply couldn't take her seriously. She looked like she is made out of burnt paper and sticks. Anyway, back to Evil Dead. I like how they reuse the old ideas of the original movie and combine them with the new ideas. In the original, a lot of stuff happened without any real explanation. In both movies, 5 young adults are in a house, 2 couples, and the sister of one of the guys. In the original, they just go there without any explanation, then to be there. Okay, I can understand if one couple goes into the woods. 2 couples is already weird, but 2 couples and the sister of one of the guys go for a holiday into a house in the woods. That's very unlikely, because either the sister won't like it because she is simply useless there, or the others will be annoyed because she is a burden to them. Or maybe even both. Okay, that's what happens in the original movie. In the modern one, it's completely different. In this one, the sister has a drug addiction and they all go into the woods to help her overcome her addiction. Now, this is a more likely scenario to why 5 young adults decide to stay in a cabin in the middle of nowhere. In the original, the whole plot feels kind of forced, but in this version, I didn't have that feeling when I watched it. Okay, and just like with every remake or reboot, there are always people who complain about the differences with the original. Sometimes this is understandable, other times it's not. It's basically just nitpicking. For instance, I can't stand the Looney Tunes show, because the people who made it didn't give a crap about the original and simply took the characters and gave them different personalities so that they could use them for a sitcom. As I already said before, I don't see the point of using the same characters if you take away every personality trait and only keep the appearance. To me, that's pointless. With this movie, it's different, however. It stars other characters. Granted, they still have the same roles as in the original, but these characters have character development. In the original, only Ash has a real personality, while the rest have just some personality traits. Especially Shelly is just there. Seriously, she is there the whole time in the background until she gets possessed. Granted, out of all possessions that happen in the movie, her is without a doubt the funniest one. But if you ignore the possession, then she basically serves no purpose except being the girlfriend of one of the guys that is just there until she gets possessed. In the new version, every character has some kind of a purpose. Well, Natalie is somewhat useless at the beginning, but the others aren't. Anyway, most criticism from the fans of the original Evil Dead movies say that this one sucks because there is no Ash and no character with funny one-liners. Okay, these people kind of missed the point of this movie. You see, this movie wants the viewers to take it seriously as a horror movie. The original one was supposed to be a horror movie, but most of the time it is so bad that it is entertaining. As of the other two, they are a mix of comedy and horror, especially the Army of Darkness one. I don't see how that movie could scare anyone. I was laughing my ass off when I watched it. The combination of horror and comedy worked quite well in the past, but it simply doesn't work anymore. I haven't seen a good modern movie that combines those two elements. I have seen a few of them, and the one that I remember the most is Slither. I didn't like it. The jokes were executed quite badly most of the time. It was just gore, followed by a bad joke, followed by more disgusting things, and with more bad jokes. I really didn't like it. Okay, I really don't get why these people even watch the movie, because just by watching the trailer, you see that this movie won't be like the original. It won't be bad in an entertaining way. Also, the reason why this movie doesn't star Ash is because they respect that character. I am sure that they didn't use them because they know that no matter how hard they tried, they wouldn't. Ash wouldn't fit in this concept. It's simple as that. The other thing that some people complained about is that this movie doesn't have the exact same plot as the original. Well, no shit. Remakes should never be completely the same, because there is no point in watching the same crap with different actors. Yeah, I am one of those people that can't stand remakes that are done in a shot-by-shot replica of the original. And finally, some people complained because this movie doesn't use the same rules as the old one. To which I have to say, well, the old had rules that didn't make sense. In the original, Linda gets stabbed in the foot by one of the demons with a pencil. And later, she gets possessed. Okay, so apparently getting an injury by one of the demons is enough to get possessed. However, both Ash and Scott got injured by the demons. Both got scratched and Ash got stabbed. However, only Scott's dead body gets possessed. And Ash doesn't get possessed, even though he got several injuries with actual physical contact by the demons. So yeah, the rules were changed somewhat, but this already happened before. You see, Evil Dead 2 isn't a sequel. It's actually a remake of the original, and it also doesn't use the same rules as the first one. In the original, once a body was dismembered, the demons couldn't use it anymore. They couldn't possess it anymore. So when the possessed body of Linda gets decapitated in the original, her body moved for a short time, but then it stopped. She was no longer possessed. In Evil Dead 2, however, the same thing happens and she is still possessed. Her head even bites Ash after she got decapitated. And this causes his hand to get possessed. So he cuts it off and the hand is still possessed and moves around. This, without a doubt, broke the rules of the original, and yet nobody complained. And the rules that were changed actually have a purpose. They are important for the plot. Anyway, the 2013 version of this movie has several similarities with the original, until it throws a curveball at the last 10 minutes. I really like this because in both the original, all the girls get possessed first and without any real fight. Cheryl went into the woods, Linda got stabbed, and Shelley was attacked through a window. In the new version, it's more or less the same, until, well, the curveball happens. Another issue that some people have with this movie is that they claim that the characters are too stupid sometimes. To which I have to say, have you even watched the original? The characters in the new one are way smarter. Heck, they even use the book to try to end the curse. While in the original the book wasn't used until there was only one injured person left. Also, not everybody is smart, cause there are always dimwits everywhere. So what? The guy with the glasses read the words from the book. I'm sure there would be a lot of people that would show an interest if they found such a book. After all, who would expect an old book could awaken demons who could possess people? Well, except the people who already watched the original movie. If you want to complain about something cliché and stupid in horror movies, then complain about all the zombie movies in which somebody gets beaten and everybody thinks everything is fine. After all, the person only has a small bite wound. What could happen? The only other stupid thing that the character did was when Natalie went to possess Mia because she started to speak in her normal voice, and Natalie thought that she is normal again. Again, not everybody is smart, and some people get fooled easily. And also in the original, Cheryl goes in the middle of the night alone into the woods. Now that is a smart move, isn't it? Okay, finally, I will talk about the things that I didn't like about this movie. Well, there's only one thing. In the trailer, several scenes appeared that in the version that I saw weren't included. I hate it when this happens. I really hope that there is a director's cut or an uncensored version of this movie and that these scenes were cut because of the rating, because some scenes were awesome. I especially miss the "we're gonna get you" part. That was the best part of the trailer. Other than that, I really enjoyed this movie and I'll give it a 9 out of 10. I think that most people who enjoyed old horror movies and are sick and tired of seeing CGI in every modern horror movie will like this. The people who don't like horror movies probably won't like this one since it is quite gory. And finally, I prefer the 2013 movie over the original. Yeah, quite a shocker. Don't get me wrong, the original is also great and timeless, but at the same time, most of the movie is so badly done that it's entertaining. I personally see the original as a fever dream, in which things get weirder every second and the movie feels like a nightmare caught on film. However, there are better horror movies that were professionally made to be like a fever dream. The best one is without a doubt Suspiria. I really love that movie. Anyway, with that I'm ending this video. If you watched the original and the 2013 version, then please comment, because I wanna hear what you got to say.